time to review the preview of episode 10 of Dragon Ball Daima. In this video, we'll discuss Glorio's lies and his imminent revelation, the prelude to the battle between Goku and Tamagami number 2, the threat of Majin to Tamagami 1, and finally, the path chosen by Vegeta and others. Stick around and I'll let you all about it. Let's get started. Episode 9 ended with Dr. Arinsu's urgent order right after a new demon was born from the essence of Majin Buu and a Cyberman. This new creature was sent to defeat Tamagami number 1. Dr. Arinsu's actions have been well received by the show's fans. While Goma was busy playing games and shrinking everyone, Dr. Arinsu was already planning her moves to seize the crown of the demon realm. But what awaits Dr. Arinsu in the near future? First, she'll eventually face the king and have to explain why she's been acting behind his back. Being clever, she probably already have some excuse ready to throw him off. Second, she'll have feedback on the strength of the new creature at her command, created by Marba, and she'll see if she can trust it or if she'll need to go to plan B. And third, is Arinsu's plan B? If Majin Buu's clones fail, she'll be ready to steal the Dragon Balls from Goku with Glorio's help. Speaking of Glorio, his imminent betrayal of the dwarfs is getting closer. Glorio's lies are becoming more frequent and Kaioshin is aware of it. The Supreme Kai never trusted this Majin from the start. Have you noticed that Pansy inadvertently is the key to exposing Glorio? Since joining the adventure, she's been questioning him and he's been secretive about her curiosities. This time, Pansy reveals to Kaioshin that Glorio is not being financed by her father, adding another lie to the Supreme Kai's list. Do you think Glorio can keep up his lies? Have you considered that Shin might already know about Glorio's bad intentions? Remember, Shin is not the useless god he once was. Maybe, just maybe, he knows Glorio's up to something bad but has not said anything because he doesn't want to lose his guide and driver simultaneously. Hopefully, that's the case, giving this character more relevance rather than being the show's joke. Continuing with the preview, let's take a brief pause on the episode's title, Ocean. As we know, Goku is obsessed with convincing all the Tamagami and has begun his journey to Tamagami number 2. It's clear that the Demon Realm number 2 will be set as a world full of seas and oceans. You don't need to be a genius to figure that out. As the episode's title says, the objective is clear. Once they reach this realm, they'll head to the location of the 2-star Tamagami. But the question is, will there be an immediate fight between Goku and Tamagami number 2? The short answer is no, but it won't be as long of a journey as the first one. While the adventure requires getting to know the new nature and unique creatures of the Demon Realm 2, it won't be as slow as when we got to know the Demon Realm 3. The journey through Demon Realm 3 was delayed by various factors, including the introduction of new characters like Pansy and King, problems with thieves and King Goma's army, not to mention these mandatory pauses to tell more about the villains, Shin's origin, and even the origin of the Tamagami. In my predictions, I feel the fight with Tamagami number 2 should happen within the next 3 episodes. Personally, I'd like to keep seeing the adventure of the dwarfs even if there aren't many battles. However, not everyone experiences the series the way I do, and that's understandable. Daima, as announced at the beginning, is planned to unfold over 20 to 24 episodes depending on the public's reception. Everything depends on the toy and how well Daima is doing in terms of profits. Let's hope it's doing well so we can have Dragon Ball for a long time. Now let's review one of the key moments of this new episode. As we said at the beginning of this video, Dr. Arinsu ordered her new subordinate to go for the 1-star Dragon Ball. The question is whether Majin will be able to defeat Tamagami number 1. At this point in the series, everything is so subjective that we cannot be sure of anything. I'm sure you have a different vision than mine of what might happen in Daima's various battles, but I'll share my thoughts of this confrontation. Based on what I've seen and taking a risk, I think Majin won't be able to defeat number 1. If you press me a bit, I would say there's a 70% chance that number 1 will defend his Dragon Ball. My reasons are simple. First, Goku's adventure is about defeating these warriors, and second, in the series opening, we have seen the dwarfs face number 1. If you are wondering why I left a 30% chance for Majin, it's because the Tamagami might have been a distraction, and these protectors of the Dragon Balls might end up being normal warriors compared to Goku's and the others' current powers. Also, if Arinsu managed to get the 1-star Dragon Ball, she would have a certain advantage, preventing the dwarfs from summoning the demon dragon and making their wish. Are you in favor of Majin Buu or number 1? Finally, let's examine Vegeta's decision and the path he'll choose for his adventure in the demon realm. In episode 9, Goku was not kind to Vegeta and suggested he find his own transportation, and if he wants to go fight King Goma, Vegeta might take this personally and follow his own path, avoiding meeting Goku again and going to defeat Goma or Tamagami number 1. It would be great if the adventure split into 2 parts, and only in the story's climax would all the dwarfs meet to fight the final will. It also seems Bulma and this funny guy managed to get to the beauty salon, or maybe Bulma ate a beautifying insect to improve her skin. It seems Vegeta's journey will be delayed a bit thanks to his dear wife. Anyway, that's what we have. Before I forgot, let's review a couple of comments before closing the video. Marlon asks how many antagonists Daima will have now that Jais is going to be Janemba and they will all merge to become the final villain. So M3 writes there's a theory that says the Tamagami are invincible when faced by an evil-hearted being. Only those with a pure heart could defeat them. Carlos Gray chimed in humorously. Finally, Charlie says that seeing Dr. Arinsu makes him want to stretch the sacred staff. Charlie, all I can say is that Master Akiva did it again. I think I went on a bit too long in this video. My conclusion is that in episode 10, we'll see Goku, Vegeta and Majin Buu searching for their respective rivals. I realize my conclusion is a bit sparse, but I don't want to end up boring myself. In the upcoming episode 10 of Dragon Ball Daima, we might witness the battle between Majin Buu and the most powerful Tamagami residing in the first demon realm. It's been revealed that Dr. Arinsu, in her quest to measure the power of her creation, Minku will test him against the Tamagami that guards the 1-star spear in the first demon realm. In this episode, Dr. Arinsu makes a crucial decision to unleash her most feared creation, Majin, in the first demon realm. Her goal is not only to reclaim the 1-star Dragon Ball but also to test the true extent of Majin Buu's power against a legendary opponent, the most powerful Tamagami protecting this Dragon Ball. This creature is an entity whose strength has Dragon Ball safe for millennia. Confident in Majin's supremacy, Arinsu seeks to use this confrontation to prove that her creation has surpassed any known limits in the demon realm and beyond. The Tamagami of the first demon realm is an imposing being with an intimidating aura that envelops everything around it. It is described as a fusion of brute strength and ancient wisdom, with a massive body emitting a dark energy so dense that it distorts the environment. Its reputation as the most feared Tamagami is well earned, as it has destroyed countless invaders who tried to claim the 1-star Dragon Ball. However, this battle poses a unique challenge since Majin is no ordinary warrior. The fusion of Majin Buu's essence and the primal power of the Cyberman makes him an unpredictable threat capable of challenging even the most powerful guardian of the demon realm. As both warriors prepare for the showdown, the first demon realm becomes a tense and charged stage. For Arinsu, this is not just a fight to obtain a spear, but also a decisive experiment in her master plan to conquer all realms and demonstrate that Majin is the pinnacle of the demonic evolution. As the Doctor analyzes every move from the shadows, the clash between these two entities promises to be a spectacle that will leave a mark in the history of the demon realm and signal a new stage in the Dragon Ball Daima storyline. There are 2 possible scenarios and theories about what could happen in this titanic encounter. It's possible that Majin might be defeated by the 1-star Tamagami. This is because this Tamagami is the most powerful of the 3 Tamagamis in the demon realm, and it is presumed that no one has ever managed to defeat it before. If this happens, Arinsu might end up creating a new Majin Buu. According to spoilers, the next Majin Buu would be called a robust yellow-colored Majin. discarding the current Majin for his weakness if he fails in his plan. The second possibility is that Majin K, seeing himself overpowered by the one-star Tamagami, might finally decide to absorb this opponent, achieving a new transformation and becoming more powerful. The first possibility suggests an outcome where the one-star Tamagami, with its immense power and unbeatable reputation, defeats Majin. This Tamagami, knows for its absolute control over the dark energies of the demon realm, represents an challenge even for an advanced creation like Majin Buu. The intense battle could demonstrate that the fusion of Majin Buu's essence and the Cyberman is not enough to overcome this ancient guardian. Majin Buu's failure would be a major setback for Dr. Arinsu, who had placed all her confidence in this creation as the key to consolidating her dominance over the realms. The second possibility suggests an impactful twist. Majin Buu, overwhelmed by the one-star Tamagami, resorts to his ability to absorb opponents in a critical moment on the brink of defeat. Majin Buu could use this technique to incorporate immense strength of the Tamagami into his own body, achieving a shocking transformation. This act would not only alter his physical appearance by adopting characteristics of the Tamagami, but also increase his power level to unimaginable height. The absorption would be a desperate but effective decision that would test even the strongest warriors of the demon realm and beyond.